So this today we are going to talk about model-based definition, MBD. The tutorial that I plan to share with you today is the right way of creating MBD in Creo and how to use MBD in Creo to create a 3D drawing. So 3D drawing is something like a layman term for MBD. So then how to show the MBD information from the 3D part or assembly mode to a 2D drawing mode. So I'm using Creo 9. For those who are using Creo 1 and above, right, you can use MBD for Creo Essential without any special license or any special module. So it's a base module for everyone. So when you open up a part or assembly, as usual, right, you will see all the information from the model tree from the part itself. So one of the challenge that we are facing right now is without using a 2D drawing, how can I deliver my 2D information in the 3D environment? So the first thing to do is we are going to use MBD function. So the MBD function is inside this annotate tab. As you can see, when I click on the annotate tab, right? So now you are in the MBD environment. So once you are in the MBD environment, you will be able to see at the bottom here, you will see some combo view information. So when I toggle back to the model tab, you notice that the model based definition tab, the combo view tab is missing. Now, there's a technique for you to permanently show the tab here. For example, when you go to annotate, the tab will show here, right? So when I go to model, the tab is not shown. There is a way for you to permanently show the display of the tab by going to view tab, going to manage view, and then you turn on the display combined view. All right, click on this. Your combined view tab will be permanently shown. No matter which tab you are in model, you are in analysis, you will be always see this tab. So this is the first thing to do. All right, for those who want to use MBD in Creo. Okay, so once you got this combined view tab here, what is the benefit to you? So for those part, right, you already created the combined view tab here. You can simply go to, for example, front view here. Click on this front view. The view will rotate to the front view orientation and show you the front view dimension in a 3D mode. So by doing this, right, you can deliver your 2D drawing information in the 3D mode like this. All right. So because we are still in the part mode, so the user can still spin to see the detail, right? Like this. You can still spin. After you spin, right, you can see all the 3D dimension is now attached to the right entity, right edge. So this is one of the way for you to be easily deliver your 2D information in a 3D mode, like by using the MBD combined view here. So if you click on the front view again, it will toggle back to the front view orientation and show you the right dimension accordingly. So if I toggle to top view, then it will toggle to top view and then hide all the front view dimension and show me only the top view dimension, like so. As usual, you can still spin and take a look and understand what are the dimensions for. All right. Now, when you click on the default all, it will go back to the to default orientation, and all the dimension will be disappeared so that you can continue doing your modeling. So this is the advantage of using annotate to get this combined view shown like this. So the next thing is how to create this front view, top view, another one. I got another view which I do not rename to some name. I'm using any name. I'm using one of the name here, which you may not understand what is this view for, right? For example, when I click this, this is referred to the bottom view, right? This is refer to bottom view. This is refer to bottom view. So all the combined view here, the name that you use, right? You can simply right click and then rename it. So all the combined view, you can rename it easily when you need it. For example, for this example, right? For this view, I'm going to rename it to bottom view, right? Rename it so that you can understand. So whoever come to this part, when he looked at this name, right, he understood, oh, this is for bottom view, and this is for front view, and this is for top view. And when I want to continue doing model, I go to default view. So you got all this combined view ready to deliver your 2D drawing, 2D dimension information in a 3D environment. So the next topic is how to create this combined view here. Okay, so we go into annotate. Now, before, when you start a new model, all these view, right, they are not exist. Only got one default view. When this is a new part, all these view are not exist. Only the default view is ready. So the right way of using MBD or annotate is you should not touch your default view. You should not add any information in your default view. You should leave your default view as clean as possible. So your default view, right, should not have any dimension or node. So when you, for example, when I click on the front view, I got a lot of dimensions here, right? All the dimension will be fall under here. Can see? So when because I'm toggle to front view, so all these dimension when I created in front view, right, will be showing here in the model tree. So toggle to default view, you get nothing, right? Free. Now, one of the right way or good practice, you should not touch your default view. So if you want to create additional view, for example, I want to create a right view, for example, a right view. This is my right view, for example, right? So this is my right view, and I go to active the annotate plane, and it will toggle to the orientation. If this is right, then you can create. If this is wrong, right, then you select the right plane. The right plane, for example, left plane, and then you say, okay, go. Orient to the right orientation. So you use this method to confirm that your orientation or the plane that you're going to use, is correct first. Okay, so for this example, I'm going to create a new combined view. So first I go to the view annotation plane first, and look at the highlight, the green neck highlight. So I click on it, and I click on this to confirm that the orientation is correct. Once the orientation is correct, click on this camera, I will get a new combined view here. So you can now rename or rename later, up to you. I want to rename now because I know my purpose to create this view is meant for side view, or maybe this is called right view. So I say right. You can type anything. You can type anything that you can understand. Right? If I don't want to type right view, I can say kanan, right? Kanan view, or view kanan, whatever you can understand. All right. So I say right view, enter. So I got a new right view ready, a new right view. So I successfully used new to create one additional right view. Next, you are going to use all this command from here to create all your dimension or your node, like how you create all this node in your 2D drawing. So in 2D drawing, right, how you create dimension? You use this icon, right? So you click on this icon, you insert a dimension. For example, this is a dimension you want to create. Right? For example, you want to measure from this edge to another edge, and then the dimension is placing here. For example, you want to dimension from this one to the bottom, right? Just as normal, how you create your dimension in the 2D drawing, you create it in your 3D environment. You can spin to confirm that the orientation is correct, like so. If you want to move this dimension from one location to another location, right? That one also can be done. So if I click on the right view, now I got 3 dimensions, it's ready. You can also add a datum symbol. datum feature symbol, like how you create a datum symbol in your 2D drawing. All right, so you try to insert one datum symbol, for example, on this surface. All right, click on this surface. So drag it out, middle click. So you got one datum A at this location. Okay, so this is as usual, you create a datum symbol. You can also add geometry tolerances, like how you add the geometry tolerances in your 2D drawing. Now you add this in a 3D environment. So for example, I want this dimension, so I attach to this dimension. So you can change the symbol, like how you change the symbol in the 2D drawing. Right? I'm not expert in here. I just simply, okay, say perpendicular to datum A. So I check datum A here, and I say done. So I got one geometry tolerances is added attached to the dimension. If you want to add the tolerances, you can turn on the tolerances display, like how you turn on the tolerances display in your 2D drawing. You can also add a note, right? Like an attached note or a note with leader. All right. For example, you can say attach a note here, and then middle click here. So this is trying to add a note as usual, right? So what you did in your 2D drawing, you do it in here. Now, once all these node dimension, datum, geometry tolerances is added, or surface finish or additional symbol if you want, right? Once all this is done, you can simply click update. So once you click update, so the right view will be captured with this information. So now if you go to default, everything disappear. You go to top view, you got the top view information. You can add additional dimension if you want. You go to the right view that I just created. You got all this right view information added to the 3D model. All right. So this is the one of the way how you create a combined view tab in your 3D part. The same action will be applied to assembly mode. If you create an assembly file, you can same go to annotate and then use new to create a tab, and then rename the tab, then add the dimension, add the geometry tolerances, etc. So all the steps that I show you here is applied exactly the same in your assembly mode as well. Okay, so this is first part. The next topic will be how to show the MBD information from the 3D part to a 2D drawing mode. So all the effort that you already spent in your 3D mode, right? All the effort that you already spent in here, how can I transfer it to the 2D drawing? Okay, so I'm going to open or create a new drawing for this one. You can either open the existing drawing or you create a new drawing. So in this case, right, I open the existing drawing. Now I'm going to add a general view as usual. So I believe, right, for those who create a 2D drawing, the user that you create a 2D drawing, every time, right, when you click on this general view, he will always ask you this question. During the training or when you on the actual work, right, you always just simply okay, then you continue. In fact, right, if you look carefully, it asks you to select the combined stage view. So all the view that we just created in the annotate or in the MBD environment will be available here. See, right? Front view, right view, top view. Right view is the view that I just created just now. So once you understand this, right, you can simply select whatever view that available here. For example, front view, and then you click OK. So as usual, you just place your view on the location that you want, right? Like this, right? Then you just simply OK. All the dimension, right, from the annotate will be shown in this view. So the effort that you already spent in this view, right, will not be wasted, right? So you can continue to add another general view and then select another top view, for example, and then you okay, you will get the same information like this. So I'm not going to repeat this step. So what I'm going to share with you next is, so as you know, right, you can move the view to the position that which is correct, and then you click on this view. You want to add a projection view. So once the projection view is added, either to the top or to the bottom, when the view is right, all the dimensions available for this view will be shown automatically. Okay, so by doing this, right, you are saving a lot of time to recreate all these important dimensions in 2D environment. All right, click on this. I want to insert another, the last one, my side view. This is the view that I just added just now. This is try to add a note. Remember, okay, these are the information. So the information that I'm trying to pass to you is the effort that you spend in 3D part or 3D assembly will not be wasted. You can just simply show in your 2D drawing if you have to create a 2D drawing. Okay, and then finally, I'm going to select all the view here. I'm going to select all the view here and then do a clean up dimension setting. Clean up dimension setting. I can set my increment to, let's say, smaller. I don't want to create a snap line, and say apply. You notice that all the dimension will be automatically cleaned up to the better position with the gap control 8 mm, right, for every incremental gap. When I say close, all the dimension has been cleaned up at least 90%. For those diameter dimension, right, it is not able to clean up. So I just simply need to do some minor touch up, right, minor movement or touch up for this additional angle or radius dimension, right? Just move it a bit. Okay, so all these are ready. When you are involved in this MBD, the effort that you spend in the part can be easily transferred to your 2D environment.